Happy Saturday, everyone. My name is Jeff Jones. I am from theboxmen.com, where we've changed the way that you should watch TV. And in this video, we're going to take a look at why do we need launchers, actual launchers on some of these media devices. So let's take a look. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. I don't want to take a lot of time. Again, my name is Jeff, and I'm from the Stream Machines. And in this video, I'm going to echo from the intro, why do we need a launcher page? And I want to show you on all our media devices. So if this is your first time to the Stream Machines or maybe our YouTube, thank you. Please don't let it be your last time. Go ahead and click the notification bell. Give us a like on the video. Please like this video. It really helps me with the algorithm of YouTube. And I really appreciate the current subscribers and those that have been with me for any length of time. So a launcher page can be, it can be just like this one here. On the Boxy device that I just did from Dune HD, you'll see exactly this is what I call a launcher page, because from this page you can launch into just about anything you want to, whether it be the Google Play Store. You just launched into an application that you like. Also at the top, it gives you different options to launch from free live TV, the shop where Google says you can buy different things, the discover so you can discover different shows, and even the applications that are currently on your device. Another reason why people want to change the page is because these devices that have Google TV like this usually come with a lot of advertisements, adverts, things that are trying to get your attention to spend money. Now, I've been very fortunate since I've had this device for about a week. There's not a lot of things on here other than things opening up from the Plex that I have and free TV and Tubi and all that. So there's not a lot of options or things that want you to purchase constantly. The difference is from an on 4K Pro, there's all kinds of things on that. And if you haven't seen the videos on how to do it, on how to change the launcher page, you can find those on YouTube. Now, I'm going to show you a launcher page or a launcher app that it's called Lean Back Launcher or Launcher on Fire. And so I'm going to have to enable it. It's already on my device. And I just want you to see what it looks like so you can see the differences and you can make up your mind. Now, in the next couple of videos, the next one, I will show you exactly how to add a launcher and a launcher manager, because you're going to need both of those to manage launcher pages if you want to do that. So without any further ado, let's go on up to settings at the top right here. And I'm going to need to enable something. So I'm going to go ahead and click just once there. Then I'm going to go right on over to apps and go down to the permissions, special app access, go to usage access and go down. Here's Lean Back on Fire. I'm going to allow that on, hit the back button, and go from there and hit the back button again. Then I'm going to go up to see all apps, right? And let's find that application that I turned on right there. Press OK, and I'm going to open it. As you can see, this is what the launcher looks like versus what it had before. Now, there's a lot of different things you can say about this. I do like the background. I think you can change those things and make it your own. I know you can mess or update the categories, so you can hit this and you could put the home screen view, apps order in rows, hidden applications. Even if you have the API, I don't know how to do this yet, but you could put the weather preferences here. So if I hit the home view, you can edit here. It says edit the home rows. So you can turn these off and on that are toggled on. You can show the video row or turn it off. You can do a lot of different personalization that way. Also, you can go down to the default wallpaper. You can choose a wallpaper if you have one. You can reset or use the default image, which is already right there. All right. What I like about this is very simple. You got things set up in the videos. These are things that have to do with video. All right. Here's the one with the games. So I did have Google Play Games. And here are the applications that allow me to do different things. And you'll see that I have a launcher manager, which you'll need to have if you're going to have more than one launcher, or if you want to make this launcher your permanent launcher. Because right now I'm on the Android TV launcher, and in this video, I just wanted to show you how simple it is. Now, as I come down here, here are the Android settings that have to do with the device. The first set of settings have to do with the app. These have to do with the media device, the boxy device. You could see that my Gmail is there. I'm connected to the Ethernet. If I go to device preferences, all that is here, from date and time to display and sound, to accessibility, to the location, developer options, which I did. I can do the screensaver. If I want a Chromecast, I can do that. There's Google Assistant, all right? And there's the home screen right there. So these are the things that are set up for the Android box or device that you're using. So they give you access to both things, the application of the launcher and also the Android box apps using it. I do like the Fire background, and I think it's worth it. Now, one of the biggest benefits is if you don't like this, you don't have to make it permanent, but you can hit the home. When I hit the home button, it's no longer there. So what we have to do is use the launcher manager, which I'll show you in the next video on how to manage and enable your custom launchers. And again, you want a custom launcher if you have a device that has so many different advertisements, because when I use my media device, I can go online and buy my own things. I don't need a bunch of ads or adverts trying to help me shop on other things. The Fire Stick, for example, Amazon does a great job allowing people to jailbreak it, but where they fall short is they're constantly pushing Amazon content, and not everyone wants Prime Video or other Amazon things. That's not to say it's not worth it, but if someone doesn't want it, they just want to watch TV the way they want to. And I feel like if you allow me to so-called jailbreak the Fire Stick, then I should be able to customize what I want to watch and how I want to watch it. As I close out the video, if you guys have a launcher and you use it, can you comment below and tell me why you like it? Again, this is a great launcher if you want simplicity. This is the lean back launcher, and I haven't made it permanent, so I can just go right here and I'll launch it from here. But again, it's very, very simple and easy to use. So I welcome your comments. I do appreciate you guys tuning into this video. As I close out, in the next several videos, you're going to see different options to begin to purchase different devices. I've been asked, Jeff, you haven't been saying anything about what you sell or resell. I want to make it very, very easy. I sell formulars, I sell VC, I sell a lot of different devices because there's a lot of different customers. So one of the things we like to do is take the consultative approach. If you're interested in a device, you can fill out a form and send it over to us, and one of our consultants will reach out to you and offer some of the best suggestions. You don't have to take them, but we don't want to force feed you on a device that may not be yours. For instance, the Formula Z10 right now is the hottest item that we sell or resell. It runs very well, and it'll last you more than 5 years. So with that said, look for those links. Thank you for tuning in on this Saturday evening. I wish you guys a happy Easter if you celebrate that. And I hope you have a safe one. Enjoy your families, and we'll see you in the next video.